fellow graduates out there. My name is Ekane Mfoniso, a graduate of University of Port Harcourt, Rivers State, and I study plant science and biotechnology. I am here to present to you how to use wire to do a decorative jewelry. Sit back and watch me do the thing I know how to do best. Right now, you're going to watch me do this jewelry. The processes of doing this jewelry, using wire to make this jewelry, is what we are going to do now. Let's sit back and watch how to do it. Before we start, we have to introduce the tools, the wire and the equipment we are going to use for it. Now, this is a round nose plier. It is used for making circles with wire. This is a cutter. It is used for cutting wire into pieces. This is a bent nose plier. You're going to use this in order to bend the wire. And this is a biro. You can just imagine and ask yourself, what is she using biro for? This biro is the only tool that is going to make this circle come out the way it is. Now let's go over to the wires. You can see we have different sizes of wires here. This is 0.2 millimeter wire. If you can see, the length is 175 meters. That is what we are going to use in making this. Now, 0.90 millimeter wire. I call this a compulsory wire because you cannot do any wire works without finishing it with this wire. And this is 0.315 millimeter wire. Use it to finish the already made work. This is a bead that you're going to use to design the wire. And finally, we have here the pack. We all know that nowadays packaging is very, very important. So you need the pack in order to package your work very well. Let's move on to the next stage. Now you pick 0.20 millimeter wire. With the assistance of your big tool, you uncoil it. And make sure you have a particular measurement for it. And you count the rounds that you're turning it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why I normally use 6 rounds is that it will not be too big and it will not be too small. Now when you finish, you cut it to get the definite shape that you want. And you twist the edge. While one edge is still on your toe, you twist this other edge. If you release it from your toe, it will squeeze. So in order to avoid that, you allow one edge of the wire to still remain on your toe while you squeeze this side. And make sure it is trimmed. Now when you finish the first part, you remove the one that was in your toe. Then you cut the opposite side of it. And you do the same by twisting. You twist it very well so it will not scratch somebody while wearing it. Alright, that is the first step. Let's move to the second step. After uncoiling the wire, with the aid of your big tool, this is what you get. And now we are going over to the second step, which is using the biro and the wire. Now what you're going to do is you're going to coil the wire around the biro just for it to give you the shape you want. Let's start. Keep coiling it. As you're coiling it, you do as if you're twisting your hand so that the wire will not scatter. When you finish, you pull it out. Alright, now you go over to the next step. You take 0.315, uncoil it and cut at any preferred length. Now you pass the 0.315 wire through the already coiled wire, which is 0.20 millimeter. You pass it through the middle to the other edge. Now you tie it. When you tie it, you draw it. And this is what you get. Make sure you tie it well the second time, so it will not lose. Now after tying it, what is the next step? Is to use your fingers to bend the wire. Press it down so it will become flat. Now, with the aid of the remaining 3.5 wire, 1/5 wire, you now pass it through the back to the front so that you'll be able to tack the bead on top of it. At this point, you will now take one ball of your bead and you are going to place it on top of the wire, already made wire. What you are going to do is you pass the 315 wire through the bead and drag it close. After that, you pass the wire back so that you can tie it very well. Some people use gum at this point to tack the bead, but I prefer using wire because it will be stronger. Now tie it at the back and tie it very well so it will not lose. By the time you finish tying, you twist the wire at the back before you cut it because it is very sharp. If you leave it like that, it can wound the person that is going to wear this. Now you cut it. After cutting it, you now use your round nose and pull it inside. And this is how you get the balls. Now over to the next step of. As you can see, I have cut another wire. You pull it out. Take your 0.315, cut it. I want to show you the procedure again. You pass it through the middle of the already coiled wire to the other side of it, and then you bring it together and tie it. Like I told you before, tie it very well so it will not lose. Now use your finger to press it down just to get the shape, and it will be flattened. After that, you pass one of the wire through the back side so that you get the two in one side. Now take a seed of bead, you cross the wire through the bead. And drag it. It will stay on top of the wire. You pass it back to get a smooth edge. And you tie it behind. Now you twist it and cut it. As you're working, make sure you observe your wire in case there is a sharp edge, so it will not wound somebody that is going to wear it. You can do this as many as you want, depending on the size of a person's neck, depending on the length you want it to be. Now let's go to the other stage of joining it. How to show you how to make these things. Now this is 6 and 9. That is using joining these balls together. Sit back and watch me. Like I said, at that stage you're going to use 0.90 millimeter wire, which I said is a compulsory wire. Now you can see it with me. You cannot finish that work without using this wire. What you do is measure a particular length of this wire, cut it, and when you cut one, make sure you use it to cut as many as you want to use. Don't just cut it and use it, because you might not get the exact length. At the time you get it like this, you now take one of your bead, pass it through. Then you use your round nose. This is where the round nose plier comes in, to make a loop. Now what is a loop? Look at what I'm going to do now. Just hold the tip of the wire with the tip of the plier and cuff it. This is called a loop. Go to the opposite side of it. Make it in an opposite direction. The first one, I call it 6. If you see it, if you can watch it, it's in a 6 shape. Now you make it in the opposite direction. I call this 6 and 9, but some people call it figure 8. You continue doing it that way. Take your bead, pass it through, and you cuff it. Same way. Make a loop. Put your bead, then you cuff it. Now the next stage is how to join this together in order to get the whole of this jewelry. Alright, now the next stage is how to join these balls using this 6 and 9 wire with bead. What you do is take one of it, you open the loop. Now take one of the balls and pass it through the loop, then you close it back. And you've gotten that one. Take another one, open this side, and you join it. You may think it's a magic, but it's not a magic. It's only technical. Now you've gotten this. For you to join this one, take another one, open. Join it through this side. And close it. Now pick one ball, open this other side, and you close it after putting it. The same thing to this side, so that you get a neck shape. Open here. And make sure you watch it very well before you make mistake, because it is very simple to make a mistake by turning this other side of the bead downward. Now, as you can see, we've been able to achieve this place. This is it. And that is how we are going to continue until you get to the back side of it, which will go around somebody's neck. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to join these two together in order to achieve the back side of the necklace. You open it. Open one side of the loop. Now you pass it through the other one, the other side of the loop, and you close it back. And you now join it. Still open it and join it with the main work. You close it. Pass it through here and you close it, and this is what you get. Now we are coming to the ending part of this work, which we are going to fix the hook and somebody can wear it. You still take your 0.90mm wire. Now this is where the multi-mandrel come in, the oval shape. Use the second step and roll it. So you're rolling it, don't allow it to enter the next step because it has a step by step. Oh, like 3 or 4 times. Then you pull it out. Cut the wire from the ring. And you pieces it, one after the other. And that is what you get. Now from here, you're going to make a finishing hook. When you take one of these, you open it wide. Use the round nose plier, make a loop in the same direction. After making it that way, you bring it together. Now you open this other side of the 6 and 9 and you pass it through the small loops that you've made, and then you close it back. Then for this side of the hook, you need something bigger. Still take your 0.90mm wire. Now this time I'm going to use the round nose plier to bend it. Put it to a certain length, or put it to the base of the plier. Then you cuff it and make a U-cuff with it. You now cut it. You can see it's not the same. One side is longer and one side is smaller. Yes, because the side that is longer, you're going to use it to be passing it through the finishing hook. But the other side is going to be hung here. Now, this other one, if you can see, you made the loop in the same direction. This one, you're going to make the loop in an opposite direction. Let's do it. This is now the smaller side of it. You open. When you open it, you take this, hang it here, and close it, and you have successfully made your gel necklace. Alright, now you can see how wonderful it is on my neck. And you know, you cannot do it without an earring. So now I want to show you how to make the earring that will match with the necklace. Watch me. As you can see, I did this before and I've showed you how to do it, how to get to this point. Now I'm going to show you how to make the earring hook in order to use it and hang on your ears. Take your 0.90mm wire. The same way, make a loop in the one side. Now, you now use your finger, your second finger, pass it through your hand. And this is what you get. When you remove the round nose plier, use it to bring it down, try to give it a definite shape. With the help of your finger, you will never get the sizes bigger. It will help you to get the same and exact size of what you want. Now you cut it, and this is what you have. Now let me make the second one. Like I said, make a loop at the edge. Now you put your round nose plier here, hold it well. You pass it around your finger and remove it. Take it to the base. You can see it is exactly the same. Now you cut it. After cutting it, you open the loop. Now bring this already made bead and hang it. And that is how you get a hanging earring. Do the same thing to this side. Nice. Here it goes. Though there are several designs you can use to make earring or to finish earrings, but for the purpose of this training, I'm showing you how to make hanging earring, and this is it. As you can see, I made different designs of wireworks, different jewelries using wireworks. I can even use bead to design wireworks. Like what I'm wearing, even the single necklace, I made it myself. Look at my earring, I made it, different designs. Now, for it to hit the market, you have to make your work presentable. You have to make your work look neat. And you can see a jewelry is not something you can just throw it like that. So you present your work very well by packaging it. I want to show you how to package your work. And believe me, people will appreciate it, even in this packaging. Now you arrange it very well, so it will look neat and presentable. Now you put this here. That's this here. You can see how good it is. I want to encourage you out there, instead of sitting back in the house, being idle, doing nothing, waiting for a white-collar job, I want to tell you that this pays more than a white-collar job. Like this work, I can sell it at any price, from 5,000 and above. Somebody can easily buy it, and I want to assure you that you can sit down a day and make not less than 3 of these, and calculate 5,000 by 3. My dear, you get 15,000 naira in a day. So please, I want to encourage you out there to move ahead so that you become a boss like me. If you're interested in learning more, please send us an email and call our contacts on the screen.